Let's
Let's
get the
get to
holidays. Let's
let's
get
just
the holidays.
get to
T-
the holidays. I mean,
Tis the
because
season.
well, it's been a while since the last time that we had an episode. So, dude, I don't even
Since
think
we
I got to,
chatted.
dude, I didn't even think I got to catch up with you. And I mean, I haven't gotten to catch up with you in a while, obviously, because I've been under the weather as well as
Very
my
under the
kid,
weather. Man.
well as my kids, but everybody's feeling fine. Everybody's good. We just had two sets of ear infections. So, because I have twins, they're twinning, especially when they're sick. So, um,
Is that
you
a
know,
thing?
I don't even know, but it just felt like it. It felt
Is
like it. I went to the when we went to the doctor and stuff, and I brought the boys in. Um, long story short, I mean, basically, like for the audience, like they just had both my kids had ear infections. But the thing is that like Troy had it in both ears, and Brody only had it in one. So of course,
mm,
then they give him the antibiotics, and they're just like, he needs this. He needs a different bottle. He needs a different bottle because of the fact that it was double for
right.
one of them, single for the other. And it was so funny because even the nurse, the doctor was even just like, oh yeah, so they're twins. They're doing the same stuff, even with sickness. And I'm like, why, what? Like, why? Why? I mean, I get it. Like we're all in the same household and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal. But hey, you know what? We got through
You
Thanksgiving,
made it through. You made it
got
through.
got through Thanksgiving, got through the sickness with the ear infections. I recovered after about like almost 2 weeks. Like that's why we didn't have an episode come out until this one here. But I think it's okay though. I mean, it's always good to just take a break. Just got to focus on feeling better, and that was the most important thing.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so
100%.
so yeah, but dude, how
Just in time for the holidays.
exactly? Well, I have to ask you though, I know Thanksgiving has been gone for a bit, but still,
It's been gone for a bit.
been gone for a bit, but
Uh,
did you have a good Thanksgiving? Did you have some
yeah, it
good
was pretty good.
food? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. Food was solid, solid food, literally and figuratively. Um, yeah, no, it was good. I love Thanksgiving. Big Thanksgiving guy. Love Thanksgiving food. And, look, you can't really beat it, family, football, and food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it,
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Uh how was
yeah, man.
when you say like the food was good, I'm always very curious like to what people think is like okay, okay. Do you have like your traditional food? Okay.
Sure.
You got the turkey,
Right.
you got the ham, you got the potatoes, you got the maybe candied yams if that's what you do. I mean just that kind of stuff. Like what is your like is that what's your favorite or like do you have a different food that maybe like is non-traditional that you make part of your tradition?
Ah, nothing that's really like not, yeah, nothing really that's like not traditional, I guess. We have it kind of it was a little different this year because we didn't have like uh the full family,
Okay.
but obviously the turkey, uh stuffing or dressing wherever you are from, depending.
Okay. All right.
Uh
Yeah. Yeah.
I love me some stuffing or slash dressing. Uh, Collard greens are a must. They were really good this year. We had a good batch this year. Usually we have a good batch every year, but uh, and yeah, I don't like mac and cheese, but it's a big thing. It's a big deal.
I, I've heard it's a big deal. Like not
Yeah, it's a
just
big
not,
deal.
yeah, with like
Um,
with like families and stuff. Sometimes they're just like you can't go wrong with the mac and cheese, and I go
I think you can.
I think you could actually
It
because
depends on.
I've had bad mac and cheese before. Okay, and
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
it's happened to me, and I got to tell you, I I don't really think of it as like a Thanksgiving type of or holiday, even like a holiday type of dish. You know what I mean? Like and for me, I got to tell you, I can't stand stuffing. Like it grosses me out.
Oh, okay.
It grosses me out, man. I don't know what it is. It's just
Texture.
a I don't even know if it's about like the texture or the taste, but I just remember always, and it was always one of those things too, where it was like, don't knock it until you try it. I'm just telling
Hmm.
you right now, I've tried it and I'm knocking it. I don't I don't want it. I don't want it in my
I don't want it. You
I don't want it in my holiday spread. Okay. It's just not something that I'm really into. But you know, and I'm always really, really picky about the turkey.
Hmm.
Like I cannot stand a dry turkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. It is the worst. Like it is one of those things where and it's not like I'm trying to offend anyone, but it just legitimately also pisses me off. Like, because this is what you think about it. This is my main thing. This is my main thing that I'm gonna have on my plate, right? And I'm gonna have it maybe like we had sweet potatoes this year too. Like
Yeah.
can't go wrong with the sweet potatoes, you know,
No.
incredibly, incredibly tasty, also healthy. Like
Hmm.
you cannot go wrong with that, right? You got the mashed potatoes, you got your rolls, you've got your again you're like, well, your vegetables, whether it's the collard greens like you have, or I can't remember what vegetables we had, but all I gotta tell you is that I focused on the damn turkey and the turkey was just not good. Like
See, that's tough.
it did, it was dry and not even, and it was one of those things too where I feel like if I have to put a bunch of salt and pepper on this thing, I am almost just that's all I'm tasting
That's
at that point, you know?
yeah, man. No, thing for me is like I I I do enjoy turkey, but like I can I can do without it also. Like I like to have the turkey for sure, but that's never ever been my favorite part of my plate. It's always like I do like a good ham. We didn't have did we have ham? No, we had my cousin made a pork shoulder, which was actually really good this year.
Oh,
That was really
oh,
good.
okay, okay.
Um, so a pork shoulder, or my mom makes a really good ham usually for Christmas. That's delightful. Um, but yeah, no, what else did we have?
Deviled
Yeah, so
eggs,
like the
maybe?
mac and cheese is big for our family. Like our grandmother, my nana used to make it, and like she kind of passed this recipe down. So like my sister will make it when she's home, or my cousin. I think she made it this year. Uh, I obviously don't like mac and cheese, so I don't eat it. But
Yeah.
you know, I understand it, and I understand that a lot of people really like the mac and cheese is a big part. It's not
Right.
just like it's not obviously your Kraft mac and cheese. It's like this is
This is like legitimate, like somebody boiled the noodles and
it's
did
the cheese is just like
put it all
you gotta
together.
have the layer on the top. Like I know I see how it like I can tell usually by looking like yeah that looks like a good mac and cheese. I won't eat it, but I can tell it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, collard greens is a big one for me. Like
So I have to
I
ask
love
you,
some collard greens.
I gotta ask you though about
It's you know
I've never had those.
never had them. It's not
So
surprising. I won't be surprised.
no,
I
no,
won't
and
lie to you. It's not
I've heard
surprising.
no, and I've always it's not like something where I'm just like I'm like it's not like I don't know. It's like I don't know what they are. It's just that I've never actually had them.
But you got
And
to make
I
them the right
mean,
way too. You know.
so are they? I don't want to sound. I don't want to sound like I'm about to be, I don't want to be really like super offensive about this because I know people are like, what do they, if I ask, what do they taste like? I can't just sit there and compare them to green beans, right?
No, they're nothing like green beans.
Oh,
Absolutely not.
that's what I
No.
mean. See, that's what I mean. I'm glad that I'm
Yeah.
saying
No.
it in this space right here so that I don't go into a crowd and then somebody's gonna knock me one because I said, oh, can you compare collard greens to
Yeah.
green
No.
beans?
I guess if you were to compare it to any, I want to say spinach, but it's not even like spinach either. Like it's really difficult to.
And because they're super
I
thin.
guess spinach is probably the best comparison, but it's
Okay.
definitely not like there's more. I don't even know the word for it.
It's super thin though, right?
Yeah,
Like pretty
yeah,
thin. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Like
Like
you
you got
could
to
like
get like when you make greens, like you got to get like a bushel to
okay.
like because
Okay.
they're gonna shrink down like spinach does.
And you
Um,
can for like
oh,
spoonfuls or forkfuls, I guess you could say, you could get a pretty good amount into one into one mouthful, I guess you could say.
mouthful. Yeah, like
I
they
don't know
don't
where I was going
like.
with that, but I was really trying. I'm just trying
Uh,
so hard.
yeah, no, they're yeah, they don't like. I don't say melt like spinach does. Like
Okay.
they kind of they do like shrink a little bit, but they don't like get all like shriveled up and like soft,
Still,
really.
yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it.
So
I would love to, at least honestly, I would love to try them someday. I mean, I would because I've heard very good things.
they're like
But as you
this is
said,
how I know I'm a good black friend because my buddy That's- for- I said this to my family. I said this to my family at Thanksgiving because like, my buddy who I live with, he he had never had collard greens before meeting me, or he never had good collard greens, and I shared some of ours that we had one year, and he's obsessed with them. So I have to bring him like a little like tub, like a little to go thing for him every time I come home,
That's
and
great.
like it's like the best thing ever for him. So like I'm like I told my family like this is how I know. This is how I know.
You're welcome.
I did my job. I did my job. Uh yeah, no, that's a big part of it. Um because my father used to make really good collard greens when we were little, and then I think my mom started making them kind of the same way, and now my sister makes them when she comes home. A plus, 10 out of
Is it
10. No
is
notes.
it is it one of those things too where it's like don't insult by adding seasoning or anything like that?
Oh no,
Is it one of
you add all yeah add all of it.
Oh, you add all the seasonings. Okay, okay.
Yeah, like
I
so.
wasn't sure if it was like something that's so good that you could just have it by itself and you wouldn't have to worry about it.
I mean, you can. So I always add hot sauce on mine, like after, because I add hot sauce to
Oh.
everything for the most
Okay.
part.
Well, okay. Yeah, there you
Um,
okay. There you go.
but like my father did it like so my I'm not sure how my cousin made it this year, but like I know my mom and my sister would did what my father did, which was he would like pour a can of beer in while he was making
Oh,
because it'll
okay.
break down. But like I don't
Okay.
know, it's something about the flavor after like the alcohol goes away or something like that makes it a
Yeah.
little I don't know, but whatever it is, fucking amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I've heard people do the same thing with like a can of beer, like they put it in a inside of a turkey.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
know,
Yeah,
like just to get the again, like you said, it's like the whatever the
it's
flavor is.
something with like yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, but see the problem with the only problem that I would see with that is if you're going to put a can of beer into something that you're trying to cook. Okay, I wouldn't imagine that it would just be any beer. Okay, just the reason why is because I've had Milwaukee's Best. It's not. It's
The
just
best.
it's not the best.
I don't
It's
even know what
actually
they used.
yeah, because
Maybe
like I would think
Coors, it might have been Coors or something. I don't
I've
know.
heard Coors Light.
Possibly.
I've heard Bud Light. Like you know, they kind of just like again the flavors like of the basic like the basic beers will just like give it that other edge, um,
Yeah. I'm not
which
the
is
guy to ask, so I don't really know. I just
no. Yeah, and thinking about that, I know that you wouldn't just because I know you don't. I know you don't drink, but I'm just like I'm more of
yeah.
just like when
Well,
I heard that, I go yeah, I've heard that a lot of people a lot of people do that for some reason, but um, well, listen, I mean, at some point, I would definitely like to try them because
we'll get you. We'll get you some. I'll see what
I would love to. I
yeah.
would love to. And then I would love to be another one of those people where you were like, I did my job right. I mean,
Yes, 100%.
I would
100%.
love to be added to that list.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. Yeah. I'll make some calls to some people in the Chi-Town area, see what I can if I can
have
get
my
some.
people call your people.
Yeah. I'll see if I got any people up there that way that can, make that happen for you real quick. Uh
Well, I'm glad that you had, I
but
mean, I'm glad you had some good food though. I mean, like
yeah,
you
man.
can't, you've got to have like I'm a foodie either way, but especially when it comes to the holidays, it's like yeah. Now just out of curiosity, so like do you feel like holiday food for Thanksgiving should be this like is the same as like Christmas? Do you feel like it kind of just carries over? Because to me, I got to tell you, I don't find as much of as big of an emphasis on like I don't find turkey to have like as much of an emphasis for Christmas. You know
Yeah,
what I
me
mean?
either. I think we've had it sometimes, but it's more so like the ham on Christmas, I think. Like
I think so. It's like the ham, you still probably got some other basic stuff, your
mashed
potatoes and
potatoes.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah,
Yeah,
like I
we have
think
mostly the same stuff, I would say, except it's like more ham based. Like the ham kind
yeah.
of takes the center stage as opposed to the turkey for us.
Hmm.
I don't think I probably won't do a turkey for Christmas this year, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I love making a leftover turkey sandwich as much as the next person.
I'm sure you do.
But I'm sure you do. You look
I'm
like
sure you
that.
do.
You look like
We
you
established you're a sandwich guy.
we have established this in a
Yeah,
previous yeah,
you're a sandwich guy.
we definitely have. And I mean, now I've just been I've actually been doing more wraps
Oh,
in
look at
the
you.
oh man.
Our
Oh
our
dude,
boy's growing up, guys.
dude,
He's rapping.
I've been making buffalo chicken wraps
Oh yeah, there
like
you
there is
go.
no tomorrow. And I've been like my wife
This
actually,
guy.
my I'm telling you, I've graduated.
Look at them.
Graduated from sandwiches to wraps, and now I'm just gonna it's gonna be a whole we're gonna see where everything else takes me in the next couple of in the next year. But like my wife actually because I'll cook the stuff in the air fryer, like prepare the chicken in the air fryer first, right?
Yeah.
And then after what I actually started doing was I would reheat the wrap in the air fryer so that everything else could kind of just like melt together and just, have a, and there you go. Like you got yourself a wrap. What does my wife do? She comes right in and because she had me make some for us for dinner as one of our weekly, dinners. And all of a sudden she's like, why don't I just take a pan? And after you air fry, after you air fry the chicken and stuff, we're just gonna why don't I we wrap it up? Let's just put it on the pan because then it gives it that crispness of the wrap, but also you got to put it on at like level 3 or 4 when it comes to the heat because then it still gives it that soft texture of the wrap and it melts everything together. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? I was like, oh wait a minute. And so I tried it. I swear to God, it's like I'm eating at a restaurant. It's insane. It's insane.
Oh, wow. Look at
And
you,
what like
B.
look at
All
man,
right, Bianca, with
I'm
the
telling you.
clutch.
I'm telling you. And then I did it again today. I did
Look,
it
man,
again
you
today. And
just.
she looks at me, she's like, "Oh, is that because you like my method?" And I was like, I go, yeah. Yeah. Like I can't go wrong with it. So it
Love
works. It
it.
works.
We love it.
But also though for like I gotta tell you though, for holidays and stuff, I've heard that people really just like to also take it easy and sometimes they just like to grab a pizza or they just like to, just do different things that also make it a little bit more convenient because the
Yeah.
holidays are not exactly a smooth time. They can most of the times holidays can be pretty damn stressful.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, my buddy in their family has always done Chinese food on Christmas.
ooh,
Like that's always
okay,
been their go-to.
there you go.
Uh,
Yeah,
so
I
like in
like
years
that.
past, so I always go down. I live in, for those who don't know, I live in southern New Hampshire. I tell people I live in Boston just because it's easier, but we would always, my family lives in Boston, so we would always go down to Boston for the most part on Christmas and Thanksgiving, which is like an hour away. And then we would come back later at night. I would go over to his house and then eat Chinese food after.
There you go.
Now I live with him, so it's usually here for me. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but shit, I was gonna say, um, do you have any like, seeing that we are in Christmas, do you have any like traditions that maybe new ones that you have now, or some that
Uh,
you've done as since you were a kid or whatever?
Honestly, like we never I wouldn't really say that we had like a lot of like especially when I was a kid. When I was a kid and stuff, it was very I want to say that it was very basic. It was very basic type of stuff. Like we didn't really do a whole lot and it was I
Just
mean
leave the
not that that
cookies
was
and milk out.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did too.
Yeah, we always left
Do you guys
cookies.
do that for the kids, or are they too young?
We haven't done that yet. Haven't done it yet, but I have to tell you like we are super they
You guys,
actually
I feel
got
like
to,
you're on the cusp of,
we're almost there.
right?
We're
Yeah,
almost
like
there.
one more.
They got to meet they got to meet Santa.
Oh, I
Uh
think I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, they
How
got to meet
cool.
Santa. It was really, really cool. That was also when I was feeling like garbage.
Mhm.
And just sucked it up for the kids. But I gotta tell you, like, first of all, first of all, like the place that we went to, it was it's this place called Village Vintner. And it's like maybe like 20 minutes away from here. Bianca and her mom actually went there today. And like they they had this like breakfast buffet. They brought out eggs, and you could pick like from a bunch of different. You could pick on the menu like to you had to pay a certain amount for everybody, and then that would be
Sure.
what's included in your package. And you got to so we got some presents from Santa that they got to open in front of him, which was really really
Very
cool.
cool. Very
And
cool.
and here's the other thing though too. I did not know how they were going to react.
Right. Like,
First
do
time.
they like understand yet? Or
I don't know if they necessarily understand. I mean,
right.
I will say that like as soon as like when they did see him, they had a really big smile on their face and they were just like they're like, "Oh, cool." Like, and then they got to actually sit he did not I want to say this Santa was super respectful too because he did not just like try to grab our kids right away. Like he had like that respect and that boundary to
Mm-hmm.
say like, okay, if you just want to sit next to me, that's fine. Hold your kids, do whatever you want to do. Doesn't really matter. Um, and they were just really excited opening up their presents in front of him and so yeah, but we will make sure to leave out cookies and milk for Santa. Come it soon.
Yeah. It's the
Well,
best.
because I want them to, yeah, dude. Like the way that my boys like their faces light up when the Christmas tree is even turned on, like
Yeah.
every every day, dude. Like it's just they just sat there and they were like their fa their faces just went from oh, okay like normal happy Brody and Troy to like I am ecstatic that this is happening like oh my gosh it's so cool and
Yeah.
um so we're really really excited
Yeah. It's gonna be so different for you, I imagine. Like just being like living through like a Christmas, like even from just like a few years ago now,
yeah
because obviously having kids is like very different. Is it
yeah
like,
well it's different but also like I welcome it just because it's again like Christmas is Bianca's favorite holiday
okay.
100% her favorite holiday and I love that for her because
But what
she
about you?
for me though for me it's like for me I don't
Where do you
like
stand? Because
well,
I no, because like I'm very curious
I,
about this because I've
I have
uh,
I have really I don't have a lot of great memories for holidays and stuff like that. So it's hard for me to so it's like for me it's like I've had to unlearn a lot of different
mhm,
things. But what I will say that what I will give myself credit for is that I have done a good job of like just putting that in the past, just like putting that in the past and saying like, hey, like this is where you're at now. Like this is who you like. You look, you have a family. Your wife loves Christmas. Your two boys are so happy when Christmas comes around. And like so I I thrive off of their joy so that I can go ahead and have some joy for myself. Um, I don't even really have a favorite holiday, I guess you could say. Like it doesn't and it's
yeah,
not to say that I don't like the holidays. Like I love that like I love the atmosphere of Christmas. Like I do. Like um out here in the Midwest, I will tell you we haven't gotten a lot of snow. Like I think it was one year for Christmas it was like 55 degrees and I was just like that does not feel like Christmas. It just feels like a brisk December in Illinois because Illinois
yeah,
weather is so unpredictable that it's the most ridiculous thing ever. Um, but yeah, I mean that's just how I feel about it. But
yeah. Well, so I only asked because so like I first I feel like there's like this consensus with like my followers online and like even like my friends or whatever that I'm kind of like a Grinch or like a Scrooge that I don't like Christmas.
yeah, no, I
Um,
gotcha.
Mostly because I've been standing up for Thanksgiving a lot in the last few years. Because
Well,
I
I
feel like
mean
there's
you're
a
a
lot of
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
guy.
disrespect. There's a lot of Thanksgiving disrespect between October 31st and November, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Um, but uh I used to love Christmas, big Christmas guy. But as someone who's now entering his eighth consecutive Christmas single, it's not as fun. And also living with two people who are just obsessed with Christmas. God love them.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, of course, of course.
it's very much their favorite holiday. So I was very curious what you were going to say with Bianca's that being Bianca's favorite holiday because I live this all the time. Like they are obsessed with Christmas. Like my buddy's wife, they'll watch Christmas movies in July. Like
Yeah,
it's nothing. Like she went on a Christmas cruise a month ago. So it's like, and I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer. It's not like I hate Christmas. It's just like this isn't the easiest time of the year for me.
right.
But I try to be like,
You have valid feelings about it though. I mean, you're not the only one.
oh, I
Like
know. Yeah.
it's just a, it I think it's honestly, I think it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different for everybody. Um,
100%. Yeah.
and I think it's also good to, while I hate to I don't hate saying it this way, but it's almost just like, hey, listen, you can enjoy it. You can be happy about it. You can do whatever you want. Just don't shove it in people's faces. It,
Yeah. No, it's like,
and I guess I shouldn't even use that term. You know what I mean? Like it's like stop if somebody doesn't if somebody's not really that much into the holidays like you are, like
yeah, yeah.
don't try to give them like a you know like a stamp on their forehead or something like that, or it says like Grinch, or but don't try to slap them in the face with joy just to make him just to snap them out of it. Like it's not.
Like, oh, just because you hate Christmas. Like, listen, I don't hate
I don't hate it.
Christmas. Like,
That's
I would love
hate is a
nothing
strong
more than
word.
to be able to love Christmas right now. I want to do all the cute couple Christmas shit. I would love to do all of that. Absolutely. But I'm sitting here over on the sidelines and it's not as fun. So shut up. And but
It's
like I was
valid. It's
I
all right.
was yeah, no, I was talking to my therapist about this the other day and I was just like I do feel bad in a way just because they love it so much. And like I want to like be able to support that and be able to kind of participate, but at the same time I'm just like it's not there. Like I really wanted to like be like into Christmas this year, and I'm just like, I'm just not feeling it. Like I had already like kind of psyched myself out of it before we even got to December. By the time we were to get here, I was like, I already know I'm gonna have a miserable Christmas. So I'm like, even no matter what I try, I'm like, it's just I just can't get up for it. It's like, and typically it's like it's been two things. It's like I've been single and I just don't have the money for like for like presents and stuff. So like a double whammy of that, and I'm like, that's kind of the whole point of the holidays, you know. But and even now I have a little bit more money, but I'm like, it's still just not there. I'm just like, I'm
Yeah.
trying, but like, you know, like,
And I sent you a Christmas card.
you did, yeah. But I love that.
I know you do.
I
I
loved
know you
it,
do.
and I love it when other people will send me this stuff. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like like I would love for people to send me stuff and be like, oh, Merry Christmas. That's cool. But it's just like me getting into the Christmas spirit myself, where I'm like, oh, it's
It's if you're not
there,
in
but it's not there.
if you're not into it, that's not a bad thing. I'm never gonna tell somebody like, oh, I can't believe you don't like Christmas. Like, what is wrong with you? Do you not like, but I just whatever whatever somebody might say to that. I don't ever say it to anyone because I'm just like,
Yeah.
hey, they probably have legitimate reasons why they don't really enjoy the holidays that much, which is okay. Like everybody has
Yeah.
their own reasons why they don't enjoy the holidays. So,
Yeah.
dude,
It's like I want to. I would love
well,
to.
you're good.
But
No, I
like
know. Hey,
I was at my mom's like last night for a bit and she was like she gets excited about Christmas and every year and I get it because she just likes to buy presents for me and my sister and whatever. It's nice. But she was like, look at look. She's got her little Christmas tree in the corner. She's like, oh, look at that. And she says, you see? And there's like all these presents. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I know what you're trying to do.
Good job. It's like, yay. Yeah, look at all those presents you guys got. I'm like, that's really cool. Yeah. I haven't gotten one single present for anybody yet.
Oh
So
my God.
uh
It,
that's the other
I
thing. That's the other thing too. I've been like so checked out that I haven't even felt like a spark to like like even creative about like getting somebody a present. It's just like, what do you want?
right. But
Yeah.
but that's okay too though. I mean, it's not a I don't know. I don't find anything wrong with that. I mean, there's a lot of times where like even for Christmas and stuff, like Bianca and I will give each other a list of things and we'll just say like, "Hey, here's a list. Just don't go overboard. There you go."
Yeah.
Like this is stuff that I feel like I could use and stuff that I would need and everything like that. So there you go. Like I tried to get I think the thing that Bianca really thrives in is the other stuff like outside of the presents, like making cookies or
Mm.
like doing the other holiday activities that don't involve like shopping.
Yeah.
She's very much all about more like the spirit of it, and
So you're saying she's
she
bad at giving gifts. That's that what you're saying?
no, not at all. No, like 100%
Yo,
no.
B, get in here.
Dude, yeah,
Jimmy said he
not
hates your presents.
I
Just
hate
make him cookies. That's
everything.
all he wants.
I hate everything that she's ever gotten me. No, she always surprises me with things that I didn't even know. I didn't even know that I actually needed until and then I'll open it and I'll just be like, oh, I'm like, oh shit, I actually could really, really use this. Did I mention this in like a, did I mention this in a conversation at some point like 7 months ago? And she was
Oh,
just,
dude, you're such a guy. We're
I
such
am,
like that's
I
such a we're
am,
such guys. That's such a guy comment. Like,
I
oh, I
do
didn't even
that.
know I needed this.
Exactly, exactly.
And that's what a wife is for.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes,
Cleaning up your mess, knowing exactly
significant
what you need.
a
Yeah.
significant other to
Perfect.
just sit there and be like, oh, he said this like
This
months
idiot doesn't
ago.
even realize
He
he's
doesn't even
completely
know.
out of the shit. And
He doesn't even know. Um, I will say I've done that a few times with Bianca though too, like where I am a good I like to think that I'm a good listener, so it's like there are
yeah.
certain things that I will even look at and I'll just be like, ooh, that's
Hmm.
it. That's it. Got birthday taken care of and got Christmas taken care of. Everything is good.
I used to
Um,
be good at that. And even just with like my friends, like living with like my buddy and his wife, like I would notice that. And now I'm just like I don't pay attention to anything else.
yeah,
And I
because
don't even
sometimes you just get so tired though, dude. Like it's all right.
yeah, I haven't been
Like
listening
how do
to anything. I'm not paying attention. I'm like, what do you need? Toilet paper, maybe? I don't know.
hand sanitizer? Oh, okay,
Everybody
cool.
can go for toilet paper. You
Yeah.
know what was my go-to though? It's hard to now because they changed everything. But like my go-to for anybody, I was like iPhone charger.
Oh,
Everybody needs a charger, you know.
damn,
But now
damn.
everybody there's like three different fucking things now. So you got to know exactly what phone they have. But if you know what the phone they have, charger, perfect gift.
Yeah, because then because they know that they're never going to run out. And who doesn't love having their phone charged at all times?
That was always my go-to. Like my sister, if I'm like I don't know what to get her. Like I might get her a couple things, but I'm like can't go wrong with a charger. Everybody, especially with someone who travels a lot.
Yeah.
Come
Oh
on,
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You
put
can't.
that in your stocking stuffer as a stocking stuffer. Yeah,
Yeah. Stuff
you're welcome, guys.
like have you ever have you ever seen like have you ever seen like things in stocking like that are considered stocking stuffers that probably shouldn't be?
Oh yeah,
I've seen that so many different times because somebody will actually say like I'll go downstairs sometimes and I'll see or there were a couple of like Christmases where I would see my stocking and I would just be like, how the what did you try to fit in here?
is that a Sega Genesis? Why did you put
Like
that in there?
what is going on? Like, are you putting like is this a novel? Like, what are we doing? For this stuff? Like, it's like, I thought it was only you have like little tiny things like I was
Is
saying
that one shoe? Why did
like where did you find this? Like, what's going on? I've had that before. And then like although I always I I always like find it really, really funny, especially if like when Christmas, if you order something online and then the box is so huge that you think to yourself like, what did I order that is
how
coming
many did
in
they
this?
put in here?
Right, exactly. Like what did I order that it was so like there was this many? Are there like five gifts in here? Like what did I do? It makes me laugh so much when it's like if anything is like from Amazon or Target, and there it's like this little tiny box that is in this massive one where it's just like this was a waste.
Dude, my
This
mom
was
would
a
do that on
waste of
purpose.
packaging.
My mom would do that on purpose.
I was
Like,
gonna ask if you've ever had that happen to
yeah,
you.
she would do that. So like, she'll like, as a kid, she would do that, but like to us, but like she still does it because like she'll reuse anything. This woman doesn't throw anything away. She'll reuse whatever,
Yeah.
eh, you know,
To be
plastic
fair,
containers. She'll wash that shit out and she'll use that for whatever.
yeah.
Boxes, she'll save those and use. So she'll have like this
Bags.
massive box and like a shoe box or whatever, and you open it and it's just like tiny little. I was like, why did you fucking put this in? She's like, oh, that's the only box I had. I'm like now it's just out of laziness. But as kids, she was trying to like confuse us, where it was like, oh, we got this big ass box, like what's in it? And it's like a Sega Genesis game, and it's like, you, why was
What?
this big ass box?
Could have put this in a Ziploc bag. I don't know
I
what's
gotcha.
happening.
It's like,
I got you.
yeah, it's like
Hey.
I love her. My mom, like I say I love my mom. She won't listen to this, so I love my mom, but I think as time has gone on, she's gotten so much worse at getting gifts. It's so bad now. Like I would much rather you just literally just ask me. Just ask me what I want. Because she's like
Just
she has
please
no
don't try
idea.
to please don't try to guess.
She I don't know how I've literally had to tell her at least 3 times now. Like she'll just like go to Walmart and she'll look at like the t-shirt section and she'll get like these t-shirts that have like these goofy dumb sayings on them or whatever that like
Oh, okay.
it's not even like dad humor, it's just like bad humor. And
It's
like
even just not
I'm
even
never gonna
dad
wear
joke
this.
worthy.
Yeah, it's not dad joke, it's bad joke. It's like I'm never gonna wear this. But I
Oh
have to
my
like, oh,
God.
thanks. And just like I literally got to the point I'm like, Mom, I gotta be honest, like you're wasting money because I'm never gonna wear this. Like I won't even like cut the sleeves off and wear this to the gym. Like that's how bad this is. Like I won't even do that. Like
Oh, oh, your poor mom.
yeah, and like
No,
I was
it's
like
just, I
I
get it
told I
though.
was saying to my sister, I'm like, I don't know how to tell her, but like this is like but I just don't want her to waste her money. Like buy me socks or something, you know?
I can never, I actually, okay. So it's funny that you mentioned, it's actually funny you mentioned socks because I feel like the older I get, the more like the simpler my gifts get. Like
Yeah.
whenever, I gotta tell you, like for me, if you buy me like workout clothes, dude, I, I'm set. Like I
That's
don't,
all I want.
I don't like, that's all I need. That's
That's
all
all
I
I
need, man.
want.
I'm working out every day even
Yeah.
when I'm not working out. I'm with the kids, so I'm still working out. So it's like it's like a that joggers,
Mm. Hmm.
joggers. You can't go wrong with joggers. Like, and then on top, and then even with that, like socks. Dude, give me those high socks. Like, like the training, like the training type socks where, um, they don't like they go like past your ankle or whatever. Like not the ankle socks, but like the socks that go again. Like they're for training purposes, and they
Yeah.
you
Between
could
like
and you
your
could
calf and your knee.
yeah,
Or
exactly.
between like
Like
your ankle and your knee. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes,
Around like the
yeah.
calf. Yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like the midway point, you know?
Yeah.
And but for me that like that's great. Like but like Bianca's mom, she was even asking hey, like can you just give me a few ideas? And I was like, bam. I'm like, yes, okay. So like I was telling her about these Amazon has like a a 2-in-1 type of short where it's got like compression pants attached to it
Oh, no.
and it's the short. So it's like 2-in-1. She got me a pair of those last year, and I was just like, give me another pair. Give me another one. Give me another pair.
Yeah,
Totally
yeah.
fine. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm totally good. So I do, but I do feel like the older I've gotten, the more I'm just like, just give this. It is so simple. So
So
simple.
simple. Literally, like,
Don't have to go overboard. Like
yeah, like as a kid, like you get socks for Christmas, you're like, what the fuck is this? I can't play this.
I can't-
This is this is stupid. But now as an adult, I'm like, you give me clothes and I'm like, you give me some, I'm like, where just give me socks.
yeah,
Give me
just
give me some workout stuff. Like
yeah.
I'll wear that.
People love that. People and hey, listen, like I'm if I'm making content, like I'm gonna look comfy.
Yeah. So
I don't care, man.
underwear. Ugh.
Yeah.
Get rid of this underwear. Now I'm like, yeah, give me more underwear. Sure.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Give me
Less
some.
less laundry I have to do. Yeah.
Right.
Sign me the fuck up,
Yeah,
please. Yeah.
exactly. But
I
it's hard though, dude.
love her
I
to
do.
death, but my mom, she's not.
I
See,
just
this is where I miss not having a significant other who sees me every day and knows what I wear every day and can be like, oh yeah, I'll get some of those. My mom sees me like once a week, so she just and she don't even care. She don't know what I'm doing. She's still buying me shit that she thinks I would like when I was like 7. I'm like,
oh my God.
nah.
Of course.
We're a little 30 years older than that, ma. Come on. But yeah, so anyway. Um, so we went over like no real traditions for you. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Um, what about so we won't go over like a bunch of them, but like you, Christmas movies. What are there
Yeah.
any non-negotiables that are like I have to watch these no matter this or whatever, no matter what, just during Christmas time?
Yeah. So Once Upon a Mickey Christmas.
Okay. Is that
That
just
is
a
a
personal one or is that for the kid?
well, it became so it was a funny story. It was one that Bianca actually introduced me to.
Okay.
Probably actually like before the kids were even born. Like She just, I think it was maybe like 2 or 3, maybe 4 years ago, and she was like, I want to watch Once Upon a Mickey Christmas, and I go, no idea what that is, but okay. So we ended up watching it, and I did, I ultimately like, I enjoyed it. So Once Upon a Mickey Christmas is definitely non-negotiable.
It's a non-negotiable
Um,
now. Okay.
it is a non-negotiable now.
Love it.
I am not opposed to watching like a bunch of Christmas movies. Like I don't have like I guess I don't really have like that other don't really have like that other one that's like a go-to. I mean the holidays actually pretty funny.
Hmm.
Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, Jude Law, like,
Sure. That's it.
every woman's favorite Christmas movie
Pretty much.
is pretty much with
Yeah.
it's the holiday because Jude Law just looks back at you and he just stares into your soul like, like you could spend the rest of your life with him. Yeah, that's just how it is. Um, but yeah, like that one's pretty good. I yeah, I mean, other than that, like I'm not opposed to watching other Christmas movies. It's just like don't get me into Hallmark though. I did that eh. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I cannot. The Hallmark movies just really not only do they make me laugh, but they also annoy the shit out of me. Like
Yeah.
they just
Yeah.
do. They
So,
just do,
yeah.
man. I'm sorry. Like
It's
I'm not even sorry about it. Like I can't do the like, oh my God, I haven't seen you since high school. And then it's
what are you doing in this
what are
town?
you
I
doing?
haven't
And
seen you.
the mayor's trying to destroy it. Oh no, we gotta find a way to save it. Like I don't know, man. Like
I
it gets to be very like I just can't do Hallmark. What about you though?
so I have probably three like non-negotiables that I have to watch every year. Home Alone 1 and 2. Absolutely.
Go, yes, I agree.
It's,
Yep. Yep.
I'm I mean I can watch Home Alone in freaking June. It doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
such a great movie. And then this Christmas doesn't get a lot of love, but it's a I don't know if you've heard of it. Came out around I think 2007.
Okay.
It's it's a Black Christmas movie. Like this,
Okay.
Chris Brown was in it pre, everybody hating him. Uh, it's just
It's
wholesome Chris Brown.
okay. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Yep.
Idris Elba's in it. Yeah, it's a great cast. I've literally I think I saw it in theaters when it came out, and I've seen it. I've watched it every year since. It's a non-negotiable. We usually watch it on Christmas, like me and my family. We'll watch it on Christmas. But my buddy loves it now, so
Okay.
they watch it all the time. So those are like the three non-negotiables. But like, there's other ones that I will watch if you don't have time. I like the um ones that are Christmas movies, but are kind of like not your typical ones. So like Just Friends, incredible, like with Ryan Reynolds and
Oh yeah,
Amy
yeah, yeah.
Smart.
Amy Smart, I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
great, great movie. But it's
Absolutely.
not like mentioned a lot with like Christmas movies, although it is definitely a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Um, I have like a hot take about Christmas movies. I look, I I consider Mean Girls a Christmas movie. I say it. It's not
I love it. I love that though.
it's
I
not your
mean,
it's definitely not a typical movie. It's more like Christmas movie adjacent, but one of the most iconic scenes in that movie is from the holiday thing with them, so I'm like that to
doing
me that counts as a Christmas
they did
movie.
their choreography thing on stage and like the
100%.
Walkman,
100%.
the boombox goes out or
Yep. Yep.
whatever, and then they gotta wing it basically. Oh yeah. No, dude,
Help. You can even classify it as a Halloween movie too. It's very versatile, So
that's so
I
true.
yeah, I think I made a TikTok about this last year, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Mean Girls is a Christmas movie. You know
Yeah.
what? That's it. So
How do
that's a
you Well, I have to ask you though, because you talk about movies that are not maybe not considered could or couldn't be considered Christmas movies.
yeah.
Um, do you consider Die Hard a Christmas
I knew you
movie?
were gonna say that. Yeah,
I
I do.
had to.
It's again, it's not your prototypical Christmas movie, but it's a Christmas movie.
I'm
Christmas
sorry,
movie
like
adjacent.
one of the most iconic things is when he's just like, well, Bruce Willis Bruce Willis, like if you haven't seen the movie by now, I don't really care. There's no way that I'm spoiling this for you. I mean, it's been
It came
around
out
for so
like
many
30 years ago.
friggin' years ago. Yeah, exactly. I was barely even born by then. But like freaking like Bruce Willis kills one of the guys, kills one of the henchmen or whoever it is for Hans, right?
Yeah.
And puts the guy in the elevator, puts a Santa suit on him, and he goes, "Now I have a machine gun."
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh.
It was such a, for me, that is definitely a Christmas movie. They were at
Yeah,
a
it's like
Christmas party
there are certain movies that are specifically made like for
for,
Christmas.
yes,
And then
yes,
there's
I
movies
agree.
that are made that are around Christmas time, but
Yeah,
it's still a Christmas movie. It's Christmas to Jace. Absolutely. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
this Christmas, obviously it was made as a Christmas movie. It's called This Christmas,
It
you know,
is. It is.
obviously Home Alone,
Did you
obviously,
did
you
you ever
know,
did you ever see the did you ever see the Best Man movies?
yes.
Okay, so
The Best Man Holiday,
Best Man Holiday.
another good one.
You
I
could definitely,
that I'm going to watch it. I've put it on my one of my lists just to rewatch it this year because I haven't seen it in a bit. I'm like, that might be another one after this year. That's just a non-negotiable.
hey, I listen.
I have to say, like there again, there's other ones, Christmas Vacation,
Yeah,
amazing,
yeah.
legendary. Uh, the Santa Claus,
Yep.
Tim Allen,
Santa
also,
Claus, Tim Allen. Yeah.
also, but yeah, those three specifically are just non-negotiables no matter what. And then there's like another tier of ones that I'm like, yeah, if I have time, or if
Yeah.
it's just on, if I'm flicking through the channels and it's on, I might stop for a bit.
Yeah.
Like these two that, like I said, I live with, that they've probably watched all of them twice already. So
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
The
Well,
Grinch,
five. Well, yeah. Just
Elf,
yep. Yep. Absolutely. You cannot go wrong. You really can't. And I think,
another underrated one that I mentioned at work the other day that nobody had seen is Bad Santa. So good.
oh, with Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes. And
Yes.
Bernie Mac. Come on, dude.
Yes. Yes. That one. Yeah.
John Ritter, right? I think that was one of his last movies, I think.
I think
Bad
that,
Santa
yeah.
2 or
Yeah.
Badder
Yeah.
Santa.
I think so. John Ritter. Yeah. That, hey, man, look, those are definitely like a jingle
Cream
all
of
the
the
way.
crop.
Jingle all the
Jingle all the
way
way.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on, man. It's turbo time. Like,
Ta
I
ta
can't.
turtle man.
And Sinbad was in it too. He
Yep.
was the mailman.
Yeah.
You like
That's a
there's a
really good
lot
one, actually. Yeah, I
there's
forgot about that.
there's a lot of them that you really cannot go wrong with. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's the other thing too. Like there's certain movies that people will look at and they're just like, it's not a Christmas movie. I'm like, whatever.
Is
Like,
Christmas involved in it? Then it's a
yes,
Christmas movie. That's why I say Mean Girls is a Christmas movie.
that's why.
Christmas
That's
is involved
why.
in it, so it counts.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. So
A
are you
Christmas
doing,
Story. Oh,
oh, Christmas? Chri- Yeah. I,
I like that movie, but I think it being was it on like 24 the entire day on Christmas Day kind of
oh,
ruined it a little bit
yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I'm
When
like,
they do
can
that,
we?
like Miracle on 34th Street, sometimes they overplay that. Like, oh my God. Like to the point where I'm just kind of like, all right, listen, I, I'm so annoyed. I know what's going to happen already. So like, I've seen this like 20 different times now. Can we please just like, can we please just move on? Like, I don't know the why it would be productive
Yeah,
to just watch that over and
it's
over again.
24 hours straight,
Come
man.
on,
Although I
man.
will say, like, I've never sat down and watched a Christmas Story like from start to finish, but because it literally played for 24 hours straight every year, that I've seen that movie probably four times in total, at least. Just
Yeah.
just in snippets. Never
Well,
once
yeah.
going and watching it from start to finish, but I've seen the entire movie probably four, six, eight times. Just in passing.
Yeah. No,
So I'm
it's
like,
a
but it got to the point where I'm like, okay,
okay,
can
listen.
we maybe like 12 hours? Maybe 24 is a long time, man. It's really just
I feel like just even playing the movie once.
yeah, once is fine.
I think once is okay. Like
Yeah.
we don't have to go overboard with it.
Again.
Like
It's like a little kid. It's like again.
I can't do
Christmas
it.
Story again. Yeah.
dude, it's like my kids.
Who's running TBS right now?
It's like my kids right now. It's like my
Yeah,
kids whenever they hear a Christmas song and they're just like again, again when it's over, and I'm just sitting there. I think I've listened to Frosty the Snowman about 100,000 times.
and that's just from
Um,
Bianca. I can only imagine.
I'm the same. I'm just saying, like, dude, when we play Frosty the Snowman though on Disney Plus, every time that it's over, would like look for shelter. Like because they like my boys, man, they just sit there and they go, "What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened?" And then just like they will go so crazy, and then they'll get like not only crazy, they get like in my face, and they're just sitting there and they're just like opening their eyes like bug-eyed, and they're just like it. They don't blink. They don't blink. It's horrifying
What
because they
happened
will.
to the music, man?
Well, no, it's like, what happened to Frosty? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know. Let me rewind it. Look, he's back. There he is. And then it's over again. And you're like, oh shit. Like you gotta get out of there. Get out of there. So we
You
had to
listen to
like
me, Bucko. You're gonna play Frosty, and you're gonna like it.
it's just yeah. Yeah. And then they want the song played on Spotify once it's over. Like and of course, I can't just say Alexa, play Frosty the Snowman on Spotify because if I do say that, it's going to pick from several different
Yeah, you
versions
gotta
of it.
specify which one. Yeah.
Ella Fitzgerald going to come up. Freaking Jimmy Durant is going to come up too, and I'm like, I don't know which one. And the funny thing is that even when my kids hear a specific version of it, they're just like, no, no, want it. And I go, oh, okay, so this is the game we're going to play. This is the game we're gonna play right now. So, but it's look, man, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. It's the
Do
holidays.
you have a favorite Christmas a song? Yeah, song. That's what I mean.
I really like Under the Mistletoe by Kelly Clarkson and Brett Eldridge.
Okay.
I'm a big fan. If you haven't listened to it, it's just like her voice mixed with his is just very. There's just something about it that just feels festive. Um, and very like it's just a very good song either way. And like I'm a huge fan. So yeah.
Nice. I would say mine is it's probably This Christmas by Chris Brown,
Oh, there you
just
go.
from the same from the movie.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just I do like this Chris that song in general, but like just I don't know his cover for some reason. I always love that. Um, Also Sleigh Ride by TLC.
Ooh, I never heard that one. I gotta give that one a listen.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
You said TLC and I was like, oh really?
Obviously In Sync, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've
I mean,
listened to
come
that.
on.
I've listened to that a few hundred times.
I've heard it, I think.
I think of yeah, yeah.
May have
It's
covered that song a couple times.
yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. It was I found myself yeah, I've maybe found myself dancing in my kitchen quite a few
Yeah.
times, just
May have done a few videos for that song
things
once or twice in the
in
past.
the past. Yep, that were yeah. I said bring it back. So
True.
I said bring it back. I said it. I said it like
You
a
did.
couple of different times. I
You
did.
did.
And
You did.
I think maybe just people just overlooked it or something. But I was just like because you even saw it and you commented you had it with the bug eyes. And I even it and I'm sitting there and I go, like I said, bring it back.
I
I'm
was waiting
fine
for
with
other
it.
people. I was waiting for other people
I
to
was
say
waiting for
something
other people
too.
too, but I guess they didn't hey, people have
It's
lives.
it always goes like that, no, because like everybody will say it individually, like we should do that, we should do that, and then if you were to like bring it up to the whole group, you're like crickets, like oh okay,
You're like, no.
because
Essentially,
literally fucking uh Dante, Steven, and I think Q all said like yeah we should do that again, bring it back. And I was like, yeah same, and then that was it.
I don't know what he did. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it typically happens. I feel
Yeah,
like do people just like wait for us to take the initiative to
that's
just
just
like
how life works.
I guess so. That's fine.
That's literally how like group like people will get together now. So it would just be like, hey, we should all get together again. Like, yeah, absolutely, totally.
8 months goes by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The idea of it's way better than actually doing it. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
maybe we will.
Right.
We'll throw it out there again.
Well, we'll do.
But
I think so. I think it'll be okay.
but in the
But
meantime, we'll probably just repost the same video for the fifth straight year.
probably I mean, it's still,
I mean, it was
I
still
mean,
gold.
it still
It
works.
never disappoints.
Yeah, it still
You
works.
know,
It was always great. People
new,
loved it, and
new
it
kids
was
on the talk will live forever. You know, that's all.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely. It will always be a hidden gem for sure.
yep. Merry Christmas,
Um,
Happy Holidays.
Yep, exactly. You know what? Before we head out, I always, gosh, I feel so dumb for even saying this, but I can't get it out of my head. I know it's Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays for that song by NSYNC,
Yeah, yeah,
but for some odd reason, like, okay, so like Honda would always do these commercials called Happy Honda Days. And I hated oh gosh, I hated myself. I hated myself for so long because of the fact that I was just be like, Merry Christmas, Happy Honda Days. And I went crazy with it in my mind at one point, and I was like, I'm gonna wreck this. I don't want to, but I think I mentioned it to you one time, or I can't remember who I mentioned it to, but
oh my gosh.
they were just like, please don't. Like, please don't do that again. And I was like, I'm sorry, Merry Christmas, Happy Honda Days. It was
I
just
get it though.
it's like it sounds similar, stupid Honda. Like that's just, whatever. But
I get it. 'Cause, like I don't. Do you guys have the Subaru commercial? I can't. I don't know if it's just a local thing or not. But like we could
we
always
have
like
a
it's
lot of
going to be a
Subaru.
Subaru summer.
We
Eh,
do have that one.
okay, 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 perfect. Because like every time I hear somebody say even talk about Subaru, I'm like, oh, it's going to be a Subaru summer. It's gonna be a Subaru summer, and I'm just like every time I hear it, I'm like Subaru. It's gonna be a Subaru summer, guys. You know?
If it's not a Subaru summer, it's disappointing. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just how it is.
If it's not a Subaru summer, you're probably not gonna have a Merry Christmas or Happy Honda Days. So
Oh, dude, that was great, man. It was great talking with you. Seriously, like, oh, for good day.
yeah, man.
I really do hope that everybody has a great Honda day. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Really do hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. Like, seriously, be with your family or your friends or whoever you celebrate with. Like, I just,
Yes, yes, yes. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year. I don't know if we're gonna make an episode before then. You just cover it all.
yeah, I think so.
Happy
I think so.
Valentine's Day, just in case. Uh,
Just in case we decide it's like we need another
yeah,
break.
yeah, just in case. We'll cover it.
Just in
Yeah.
case. Well, hey, and thanks a lot everybody for the support. We again, what Derek said covers it all. All the vibes with Jimmy and Derek.